Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching this from. Guys, welcome back to this reaction channel. We don't fight, we don't argue. We're a peaceful channel. This is more like a channel is more for enjoyment than anything else. The stories on here I'm telling are real. Anyway, let me just dive right into the story. Now, the big question is, what is Mr. Trump dangling over these people's head? Why them decide to take in deportees that don't come from their country? Now, you know, being a bully is not the best thing. And sometimes some of us were bullies when we were children. And now you're looking back and you realize that what you were doing was wrong. It was not right. But kids don't understand. But elders do understand. Like this big man. This is very evil. To start packing up the people and where they don't want in America, in some other poorer countries, some weaker countries. That's what you call cold country and culture bullying. Now, today's news, it brings a controversial and it's emotion. It's emotional charge issue. And why do you bring this on? And you mostly focus on reaction from Jamaica. This affect everybody. This affect Jamaica too, and everywhere else outside of the United States. Now, Rwanda has agreed to accept up to 250 deportees from the United States as part of the Trump administration third country deportation program. Now let's talk about why this policy is so troubling and what it means for the people caught in the middle. Can you imagine a Jamaican being sent to Rwanda? Them supposed to say them serve them time in a jail already, and them get caught out on the road. Them send them to Rwanda. Rwanda take them, lock them up. Who is going to represent them? Is America going to pay for them to leave Rwanda and go back to them country wherever them come from? That's the big question. Now, the US is expanding deals with countries like Rwanda, countries that have no real connection to the people being deported, so that the US can expel those deemed to have entered the country illegally, and according to officials, are the worst of the worst. So far, 13 immigrants have been already sent to South Sudan and Eswatini, while hundreds of others have been deported to nations like Costa Rica, El Salvador, and Panama. And it's not, they don't have no plans of taking those people from the countries where them deport them to and send them back to them country. And you know, when them go to those countries, they hold them in jail. They not just go there and them let them out on the streets like that. No, it's like the guy that was deported to Jamaica some weeks ago, he was born in Germany on a US base. When his father come back to America, he never get the proper paperwork done, and the man died from 2010. Leaving him now, he's like, once you're born on the US base, you automatically are a citizen. When the plane was on its way to Jamaica, the guy prayed that the plane crash, that him don't have to land in Jamaica, because he's American and him don't know nobody at Jamaica and don't know nothing about Jamaica. And this is what Trump is doing. He's sending people all over the place who have no way and no means of returning. They can't even say get one lawyer to see if they can fight to make them get back into the country, because all them go with maybe is the clothes on them back. Now, let's get real. Is it right to send a person to a country where they have no family, no roots, and no support network? That's the big question. Yes, them commit the crime and some of them deserve the punishment where them get. But what about the one them that go to prison and rehabilitate themselves? Most of these deportees are not from Rwanda, them not from South Sudan, or they are not Swazi citizens. They may not speak the local language or have any ideas how to survive in these places. This policy, you say, essentially abandons people in a foreign land after they have already served their sentence in the United States. No part home. After serving their jail sentence, how will these individuals get back to their actual country of origin? Deporting someone to a third country makes it nearly impossible for them to return home, especially if they lack resources, documents, or even support. Question: will they be free? Will Rwanda, South Sudan, or Eswatini ever let these people out of jail? Or will they end up in indefinite detention simply because they have nowhere else to go? Now, another issue is access to illegal representation. Will these deportees be able to get a lawyer? Many won't know local laws or have the means to mount any kind of defense or appeal their situation. Without legal help, their rights are in serious jeopardy. This policy might solve a logistical problem for the United States, but it raises deeper moral and ethical questions. Is it just to exile people to a third country where they are not from? Often, after they have served out their sentence in full, the right to due process, to fair legal representation, and to humane treatment should not disappear just because a person is not a citizen. And what about these countries being asked to accept people they have no obligation to take in? Is it fair to place the burden on Rwanda or others, risking their social cohesion and resources? We must do better. We must do better. This story isn't just about legal maneuvering. It's about real human lives and dignity. If we believe in justice, we have to ask if these deportation deals are just. Are we simply shuffling people around the globe and washing our hands of our responsibility? Ask ourselves that. But we as citizens of the United States don't have any control over that. The real issue is supposed to be the administration and the president. If they really look into themselves and ask themselves this question. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should countries be able to send deportees to places they are not from? What would you do if you were in their situation? And how should government balance public safety with human rights? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more honest reactions and critical takes on breaking news stories like this one. Guys, I'll see you in the next video.